Ahí se va a meter el blitz. Oh, no sé qué es eso.
Lo maté.
Está en la ventana, güey.
Yo tengo...
Oh my
yo tengo
god.
si se mete.
La
Se me
ventana,
leis.
sigue afuera de la ventana.
Oh my gosh.
Sí, por.
Holy fucking shit, brother! Holy fucking shit, brother! Qué cagada, güey. Nah, hermano, soy muy bueno. Oh. Mata Twitch. Ataque. What the fuck? Hello guys, Palomino here. Today I'm gonna show you my settings in depth. We're gonna start over with the audio. Audio I have master volume 96, and in dynamic range I have night mode, and this is because it makes the bullet sound less loud, so it's better if you're in a situation where there's a lot of bullets flying around, you can hear the footsteps more clearly even though they're shooting. For this play I have VSync off, performance mode, and on FOV I have 75 FOV, and this is because most of the times I use holographic scopes or 1x scopes, which having 75 FOV helps me a lot because I'm just gonna see the enemies closer to my screen and bigger in my screen. For brightness, I think there's more preference by you. It depends also on your monitor, but I use it on 75. Now for the control options, I have controller rotation on classic, vertical sensitivity on 30, horizontal sensitivity on 63. My deadstone should be on 5 on 5. L2 and R2, you gotta put them on 0. Control ADS, I have 23 on the 1x, 37 on the 2x scope, and here's the rest. And then I also have the advanced controller options activated, and this is the settings. So 15, 15, 0, 0.35, 15, 10, 0.25, 1, and then 0, 0. And I normally be using the green scope. I feel like it's the best type of scope, but I'll also be using the red sometimes. Yeah, that's about it for my settings. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the different amount of loadouts and attachments I use with different operators. So for example, for Ash and most of my attackers and defenders, I use a 1x scope, vertical grip always, no laser. I feel like the laser is not worth it as terms of what you get for value. And for barrels, most of the times I always use compensator, because with compensator it reduces the horizontal recoil. So as you can see, there's barely any horizontal recoil, so I just have to pull down. I think it's easier than having to pull down and to the left. I think at the beginning it does bounces a bit, but as you play the game you just get used to it and you just get better. So for the operators, I use flash hider on. It's Twitch and Jaeger, and I feel it's because they have a lot more vertical recoil. So in that case, it is worth it to put the flash hider on them. Then some other guns I use, for example, the LMGs. The LMGs, most of the time I use a horizontal grip. I feel like you are really slow if you have a vertical or angle grip, and then the recoil is not that much, so it's still really easy to control. Now for the SMG 11, I do run a compensator on it, and yes, it does have a lot of vertical recoil, but I feel like if you put a flash hider on it, I cannot control the horizontal recoil personally. So instead I just put a compensator and just pull down a ton, and I feel like it's doable. It does bounces a bit though, but I think it's still pretty good. Now I'm going to explain the SMG 12 because a lot of people seem to be confused or don't really know how to control it. So what I do for most of the guns, and basically for every recoil, you just gotta know the pattern of the gun. So as you can see, the SMG 12 just basically goes a lot to the left, like really high up and to the left. So just have in the back of your mind the recoil. Do the contrary to the recoil on the controller, right? So what you're gonna do is just pull down a lot and to the right. So that's how it should look. It's obviously still gonna bounce a lot because it does have a lot of recoil, but it's controllable and you can use it still. Okay, so now I'm gonna go over the custom controls that I use because a lot of people be asking me how do I shoot and crouch at the same time. And it's because I have custom controls. So in theory you have to go to the settings menu in PlayStation. I'm guessing also works for Xbox. Search the accessibility tab and you're gonna put the custom controls that I'm gonna show you on screen right now. And so basically how it works is I ADS with my L1, shoot with my R1, and then my leaning to the right, still the right joystick, but my leaning to the left is the R2. So that's where it gets confusing for a lot of people. I crouch with my left joystick. That's why it's easy to crouch. And then, for example, for my abilities, it's gonna be the circle. So in theory, if I click circle right now, I should pull out my breaching round for Ash. And then for all sorts of utility, claymores, flashbangs, breaching charges, C4s, impact grenades is my L2. And that should be all the things you gotta know about the custom controls. But I think what it gets a lot of people is the leaning, because the leaning is really weird, leaning with the R2. But I feel like if you use this control settings, I feel like it's gonna help you crouch if you're not able to crouch mid gunfights. Yes, it can work sometimes and it could benefit you sometimes, but it can also harm you. Like you can start crouching a lot and you just get killed because people aim at the knees. So yeah, that's about it. Holy shit, I was about to
hell no, legit.
Afuera de las ventanas, afuera de las ventanas. En la ventana de los dormitorios.
Uy, mi amigo.
Es este pendejo.
Palomino, what the f? You're a
Nah.
What the fuck?